Well, welcome back to DIY Willy. Today we're not going to be working on the razor. Surprise. Um, the Samurai came home broke a couple days ago or yesterday or whatever day it was, and had to tow it home. Um, I was driving it. We drove it all morning. Put diesel in it, and then drove up to a stop sign, and it just turned off. So I got a feeling it's an electrical issue. We're gonna go check it out right now. I got my voltmeter. And I got the lone wolf here, and I got a test light up there. We're gonna go check out a few things. Could be the battery, might be the alternator, but very simple engine, very simple wiring. Let's go check it out. All right, so I've checked with my voltmeter. The battery's good. It's got over 12 volts in it, even though it is near time to replace it. I don't believe it's the battery. Now we got the lone wolf plugged in here, hooked up to the battery and down at the starter, and it will crank. So that's a good sign. I just got to put the battery cable back on it. Now it should crank from inside the car. And inside the car, if we turn the key, we got nothing. So there is an electrical disconnect somewhere. Now this car is wired with relays. It's got a relay for the starter, and it's got a relay for the fuel pump fuel switch. So I've got no power at the fuel switch, and obviously I've got no power to the relay that starts the car. So we need to go and check all the fuses and see if we can find the one that's causing this problem. Now I've got the maxi fuse out. This is like the main fuse for the harness, from the battery through this fuse into the distribution block and so on. It appears to be fine. I mean, it doesn't look broken. If I put it on the continuity test, I don't know if you can test it through ohms or whatever, but if I put it on the continuity test, it should beep if there's continuity between, which there is. So the fuse is good, right? So no problem there. And if we check the voltage, we'll put this on the negative and this one on the positive. Now that's strange. I don't get positive volts through it. That's weird. I should be reading. Okay, there's 12 volts. My ground wasn't good. Yeah, I get 1236. And 12 on both sides of the fuse. So I think we're fine power there. Now we need to check some of the fuses. This is one of the two fuse boxes in the car. The other one is under the dash. And this is not the right tool to pull fuses with. That one looks good. We'll do our continuity test, because maybe looks are deceiving. Maybe it's lying to us, you know. Maybe it's disconnected somewhere, it's just not blown. No, it's okay. Wonder if we can do that just across the tops of the fuses. Yeah. Not those. All the fuses appear to be good. What is the problem, little samurai? Could be one of these 5 relays right here too. I got 2 more relays on that side. We'll do the same test in here. This is the other fuse block. We'll see if we can just test the fuses for continuity. No. Oh, duh, you gotta turn it on. Come on, Willie. Wow. That one I don't have contact with. So, all the fuses seem to check out. They're all plugged in. You know? So we're gonna go look at relays. Alright, so here's what I found. I did a lot of work a couple times over trying to troubleshoot this. I have one bad relay. See, I put one of the new relays in here. I just put some male plugs on it. I plugged it into the relay spots. And those are spade connectors, the male spade connectors. And I plugged this relay. It's only a 4-prong relay. The one that it's replacing, the 5th prong is not used. So I plugged this relay in and I got power to the fuel pump. So I know this relay was for the fuel pump, and it's obviously bad. Somehow the relay is blown, popped, however you want to call it. So I put the new one in and I got power to the fuel pump. Then I started tracing out this one, and this white wire right here comes from the power from the fuel pump. It's tapped in right here. Why I did that, it must have been a quick fix, but I brought power over here to this wire, and then this one is grounded directly to the battery, and the yellow wire here on this side is this fuse, but there's no fuse. And this thing's been running, and I didn't take that fuse out recently, so I'm not sure why. So I thought this was for the starter, but obviously it is not. I don't know, this may be for the fans. I need to track down the wires. I thought about this one because it had a loose connection on the red here, but this is for the glow plugs, and it's working. This is just one of my test wires I was using. This is another fuse. I don't know what for what. I need to track it down what it is, but it's starting, and I'm not sure how. let me say, this is the starter relay. This was the fuel pump relay. So this one is working. It was clicking the whole time, but it must have had a bad connection or something. Yeah, I can't explain it. It's working. It's got me puzzled a little bit why it's working now. I mean, I did replace the relay temporarily, so I know I gotta get a new relay, and I'll probably buy all 5 of them right here and replace all 5, because if one is gone, that means the other ones aren't far behind. And one of them's for the headlights, low beams, high beams, and one of them's for the fan, I believe. I think, I don't know. I thought that other relay over there was for the fan, but I might be wrong. So, let's hear it run. All right, now we've got the key in the ignition, ready to go. And we got Willy here ready to turn it. So we'll turn it on. There's the buzzer. I hit the glow plugs. Let the glow plugs go for about 10 seconds. And then give it a whirl. Just like that. Wow. It was that relay. I knew it had to be. I knew it had to be a relay because I've checked all the fuses about 4 times. I literally have, I've continuity tested the fuses. I pulled them out and continuity tested the fuses. I visually inspected the fuses, all of them, and they were all fine. I couldn't find a broken fuse, and that was my first idea, was a broken fuse, a popped fuse. So after going through and checking the relays, it happened to be that first relay that I tried that actually brought power to the fuel pump, but there was no power at the starter. So I just started going through the relays again, pulling them out, testing them, pulling them out, testing them, putting the new relay in, and I never got power. And then I came back and I was just about to pack up to go in and grab some lunch, and I turned the key and voila, it started. What? So one of the wires that I moved, or one of the relays that I unplugged and plugged back in, must have shaken them up, must have done something. Had to have connected the wire that it had to have mended the problem that was there. I don't know what that problem was, other than a bad relay. So I'm going to go ahead and buy new relays and replace the relays, and well, hope for the best. I'll try driving it again. I mean, when it died, we literally just filled it up with diesel full, and then we drove it around for like an hour, and then it just stopped at a stoplight. So that could be, I mean, the electrical parts, they burn out, and that's obviously what happened. So now Mrs. Willy's not going to be happy about me driving this to work, so I'm just going to have to drive it around town for a little while and see if it does it again. If it does it again, then I've got to pull all the wiring harness out, unclip it, all the zip ties on it, so I can see each strand of the wire and start tracing wires back. And then I may have to take the dashboard off and go in and do the same thing behind the dash and start following the wires and where they go. I used to have a schematic that I drew and a bunch of notes, but I misplaced that somehow, and I would have loved to have had that right now. So when I rewire the Baja Bug project, the Baja Razor project, I'm going to use a label machine, and I'm going to label the relays and all the wires. I mean, the wires are labeled now, but I'm going to put my own label on them, and I'm going to label all of the relays. I mean, there's not going to be any more question like this. Maybe I'll even make the notes and laminate them and keep them in a folder somewhere so they can't get damaged or lost, you know. But the Samurai, it's running again, and well, it's a good thing. I'm glad it was something simple. It wasn't a bad wire. It still could be a bad wire, actually. If it does it again, then I know it's a bad wire. Anyway, we were able to figure it out. It was a bad relay, and I'm going to go ahead and order up some new relays and install them in all of them, because you never know. If one blew already, the other ones may not be far behind because they were installed all at the exact same time. Naturally, some of those relays don't get used as often. You know, there is a relay that's designed to be used all the time, and there's a relay that's designed to be used some of the time. And I don't know which ones these are. I thought these would be the ones that are used all the time. So maybe not. Maybe they just couldn't handle the load over time. Although they are about 10 years old. I mean, I think I got my money's worth out of them. And I'll put some more. I'll put some more back in that fit that box. Yeah, anyway, we got it figured out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please come back, check out these videos. We've got some more work to do on the Samurai. I've got a camera to go in, backup camera. I've got to figure out some type of horn button, and we got some more work to do on the Samurai. So I'll see you next time when we get back to work on the Razor. All right, thank you, bye. All right, to end the video, we've replaced the relays. Here's the old relay that we had, and here's our new ones. I went ahead and replaced all 5 of them with Fast Tracks 40-60 amp waterproof sealed relay 6-pack. Picked those up off the jungle site. I have one left that's still new. So all the relays are in, and it starts great. It runs good. So it was the fuel pump relay that blew out, and we're good to go. I think while I'm out here working on it, I'll go ahead and change the fuel filter that we put on. Take a look. The fuel filter, it's pretty dirty. It's got a lot of big chunks of something in there. I mean, it's still working, but I'm out here working on the car. I might as well change it. Oh, the camera shut off. I'm not sure why. Anyway, as I was saying, it's a Duralast Universal FF71 44DL. That should work. That's the one that's in there right now. Collected a lot of debris. I'm gonna go ahead and change that, and we'll give the Samurai a start. I changed my mind. I don't feel like changing the filter today. I gotta take the battery out to get to the clamps. I don't want to do that today. It's too hot. I'm kind of lazy today. So yeah, I think it'll be okay for a little while longer. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass. All right, see you later. All right, guys, so check it out. Even after I changed the relay, I still had a problem. It was intermediate. It wasn't consistent. This is probably what caused that relay to pop. What I found was man, listen to the sirens. Somebody's having a bad day. I hope everything's all right. Anyway, so what I found was I have a 40 amp fuse right here that powers the relay block. Now, this should probably be 100 amp, but it's 40 amp, and it's been working for like 10 years. So what I found was these screws, with the vibration of the diesel, these screws here had vibrated loose, and well, they didn't no longer make contact with the fuse. The fuse was dead. It didn't have any power across it, yet I had power here but not here. So I figured I would take this off and inspect it, maybe replace it if needed. But when I went to take these leads out, the screws were loose, and as soon as I tightened them up, everything worked good again. So I took them off and I put lock washers on each one, serrated lock washers, so hopefully they won't vibrate themselves loose anymore. And I also turned the idle up on the Samurai a little bit to help with the ignition pulses, you know, the way the engine shakes so much. That kind of smoothed it out a little bit, and maybe that will help things like that from coming loose again. So yeah, that's hopefully is the end of this Samurai adventure for a while, and I'll see you next time.